This is about to be the most extreme overheating test ever, because today, for some reason here at my house, it is an ungodly 114 degrees. It is 114 degrees in my backyard right now. So we're gonna test some action cameras. These guys, they're going to overheat. The GoPro Hero 13 Black, it was announced on Wednesday, and whole video, click up there to go watch that if you want to. But this guy promises the new battery to be better in overheating, length, and freezing conditions. And DC Rainmaker, one of my favorite creators on this platform, he said that this guy beat these three in his overheating test: the GoPro Hero 12, the DJI Action 4, and the Ace Pro. We're gonna see how it goes today. Again, 114 degree temperatures. I realize that this is not a very realistic overheating test. There is plenty of airflow coming through here. It is actually quite a windy day, but 114 degrees is hot. Now in like 4K, 24 frames a second, normal conditions, I don't think any of these are gonna overheat on you. But again, we're pushing this to the limit. This is extreme heat testing. We're also gonna do extreme freeze testing, because in DC's video, he also said that if you take these cameras and you put them in a freezer for like an hour or two, simulating skiing or snowboard conditions, only the GoPro 13 will turn on. The rest of them won't turn on, or at least I think he said that the DJI Action 4 won't turn on.
Take both a GoPro and a DJI Action 4 and stick them in a freezer for a couple hours, just like pretending you were outside skiing with it on your helmet for a couple hours, and then to press the start button. The Action 4 from DJI won't start. It just simply won't. The GoPro will start.
And that is big if true. Could the notoriously bad in overheating and freezing GoPro now be the leader in overheating and freezing? We're gonna find out today. Look, now it says 113 degrees, stupidly hot. If you're thinking to yourself like, David, that's gonna take you all day to overheat them, then cool them down, then charge them back up, then freeze them, and then test them there, you're right. It's gonna take me a long time. You should hit the like button, maybe comment down below, share this with your friends. Be an absolute legend and subscribe to the channel. Okay, here we go. 4K 60 across the board. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we all filming? Everyone's filming? Everyone is filming. Again, this is not real world. I mean, it is real world. Like, this is my life. This is my backyard right now. But like, it's not realistic conditions. 113 degrees. It shouldn't be 113 degrees in my backyard. But because it is, let's make a video. Hey, DC also said that
there's nothing that YouTubers in the action camera space love more than to put like a YouTube face on and be concerned about overheating on an action camera.
And I don't know who he's talking about. Extreme overheating and freezing weather conditions test with David Manning. Here we go. I'm gonna go inside. It's so hot out here. It's ridiculous. You guys just run. I'll come back like every 5 minutes, because I don't think this is gonna last very long. This doesn't seem like it's gonna last very long. Who was that? Who was that? What? That's the GoPro. The GoPro at about 13 minutes and 50 seconds. The Hero 13 Black has turned off. The Action 4, same thing. It won't let me see the screen. It just says screen will be disabled. It is still recording, and the Ace Pro is still recording. Okay, well, that's data. Battery is, and oh, what was that? Oh, the Ace Pro overheated. I kind of thought actually the Action 4 would have died like earlier. Wasn't expecting to run this test back. I thought I was just gonna do this one time. It was gonna be fun. The GoPro would win because of the new battery, and then we could move on to the overheating test. But because of the results I got, we're gonna run this test back again. Now listen, it's still 109 degrees here. This is an absurd test. Like, in no conditions do I expect any of these cameras to do well in these conditions, but it does seem like a couple of them can do well in these conditions, and that is interesting. If you are someone that has like a dune buggy, or like you're flying through the desert, like crazy hot conditions, which of these cameras should you get? It feels like we are getting data on that. 4K 60, there is not a single setting that is different on any of these cameras. And again, 109 degrees right now. It is so gross hot outside. This time, let's turn off the screens. I'm gonna let all the screens go to sleep. All of them wanna go to sleep. I was just forcing them to be awake. But this time, let's actually set the screensavers so that all of them go to sleep, and really we're just testing the camera. Okay, here we go, all 4 cameras. Ace Pro, Action 4, GoPro 13, GoPro Hero 12. Once again, a very extreme overheating test between these 4 cameras. Do not do this with your camera. It's not good. Oh geez, oh no, the thermometer. This is not good for your camera. Let me do it so you don't have to. Well, those results are not what I thought we were gonna get today. I kind of made today's video as a goof, like making fun of overheating tests, because like no way are any of these cameras gonna overheat now. And to be fair, they all overheat. And listen, again, if I haven't reiterated this enough, in normal conditions, none of these cameras are gonna overheat on you. 4K 24, even 4K 60. You're gonna get some really long run times out of these cameras. Now, one thing that I will say, so DC, look, I love that guy. I trust his results so much, but his results on the 4K 60 in particular, on the DJI Action 4, his results are odd, like his numbers are odd. And I only say that because like of the numbers that I got, right? I set these cameras up in 113 degree weather. Again, very absurd, but at 4K 60 frames a second, GPS off, stabilization on, screens on. All 4 cameras, screens on. The DJI Action 4 did do a little trick where around the 13-minute mark, it killed the screen. So it was like, I can keep recording, but you can't use a screen anymore. But that surpassed the GoPro Hero 12, which at 11 minutes and 50 seconds totally died, which is like, that's about normal. Like the GoPro Hero 12 wasn't great with overheating. And just shy of 2 minutes later, the GoPro Hero 13 Black, it kicked off at 13 minutes and 41 seconds. Overheated, same thing, which is like, look, it's a couple minutes more than the Hero 12. That is a significant improvement. I think in normal temperatures, you're going to see a big jump from the Hero 12 to the Hero 13, but the DJI, actually, first, the Insta360 Ace Pro. The Insta360 Ace Pro kept the screen on the entire time. At no point, like the DJI, at like the 13-minute mark, killed the screen. The Insta360 kept the screen on the entire time and ran for 24 minutes and 24 seconds. At 4K 60, everything the same as the other cameras. That's pretty impressive. But then the winner, with screens on, even though like the DJI kind of didn't have a screen on, 28 minutes and 3 seconds. The DJI Action 4 at 4K 60 in 113 degree weather went 28 minutes and 3 seconds, which is more than DC got on the Action 4 in 85 degree weather. And that's like the only number on his chart that I'm like, that's weird. The other numbers seem about accurate. Now, because this was so like, wow, that's crazy, I retested them. I was only planning on doing this once, but because it was an unexpected result, I said, I'll cool them off, I'll charge them up, I'll cool them off again, I'll put them back in the heat, and let's do it again with this time with screens off. And I'll get to those numbers in a second. First though, I've had all 4 cameras in a freezer at, I think the freezer's at like between 0 and 5 degrees for 2 hours. It's been 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours in a freezer. Again, DC in his test said that only the GoPro Hero 13 Black will turn on. At least he said that the Action 4 will not turn on. Let's find out. Look at that, 4 degrees. Oh my gosh, this whole rail is frozen. I would say, once again, it's pretty extreme. This is extreme testing. They are They might all be frozen actually. But let's see who can actually come on. First up, the Hero 13 Black, and then I'm gonna get to the overheating numbers on the second test. But first up, Hero 13 Black, will you quick capture? I press the button. It's coming on. It is on. You can't, I mean, like you wouldn't, it's a little foggy, but she's on. Let's try the GoPro Hero 12. Come on, baby. She's also turning on. No issue. Let's try the let's try the Ace Pro first. Ace Pro turned on, no problem. We are recording on the Ace Pro, and the DJI Action 4, the one that we really thought wasn't coming on. Press the quick mode. It comes on, no problem. All 4 cameras filming after 2.5 hours at 4 degrees in a freezer. So if you take any of these 4 cameras out into the snow, snowboarding, you are like back, 4 degrees is even pretty cold. I mean, you can see, like, check out. Oh yeah, like look at, there's like there's frost on the Hero 12. They're all pretty frosty actually. That one's got the most frost, I think. All right, so the 2 claims that DC made. I heard them in the video, and when I heard them, I was like, that sounds weird. So I had to test them. As much as I respect DC, I love his stuff. I almost always love like his numbers and my numbers that I test. I'm always like, yeah, DC did it first and he was right. This time, I can't really say that. Like all 4 cameras, they're still running. Oh no, the Hero 12 turned off on me. Look at that. That is a problem that you're still gonna run into. It looks like they fixed that on the Hero 13 Black. So like, again, if you're in the Hero world, like this is a big, uh-oh. Did 13? No, 13 was still running. My fault. The screen it screen saved and I thought it turned off. It is a big jump from the 12 to the 13. Like in battery performance, this jump is really big. If you compare it to the competition though, these guys still do better in the overheat. And again, like we're talking extreme, like let's break these cameras today. But the GoPro is doing great. If I was in freezing temperatures for 2.5 hours, the GoPro Hero 13 will still turn on and I can record my snowboarding. I've had issues. I think it was like the 8. It was the Hero 8 in Park City. I had it on my helmet and it wouldn't come on for me. And boy, was that frustrating. Okay, before we go, this second overheating test, here's the results. Screens off this time. The GoPro Hero 12 now did 14 minutes and 59 seconds. And that's a pretty good improvement. 11 minutes and 50 seconds with screens on and 14 minutes and 59 seconds with screens off. So if you're in like super hot conditions, turn your screen off, it will record for significantly longer. And same goes for the Hero 13 Black, which now got 18 minutes and 49 seconds, 4K 60. Now I think we were like 106 degrees, like the sun was coming down a little bit, but still super hot. Now we were getting 18 minutes and 49 seconds versus 13 minutes and 41 seconds with screen on. So the screen produces a lot of heat. Think about that if you're in a situation when you're like, my camera keeps overheating, kill the screen. Like turn the screensaver on and just point it and hope. We also saw similar improvements, not as much, on the Action 4, again, because the first time the screen was asleep since the 13-minute mark. On the Action 4, we went up to 30 minutes and 25 seconds with screens asleep from the very beginning. So we were at 28 minutes and 3 seconds. We went up to 30 minutes and 25 seconds. And now the winner in the second test with screens off is the Insta360 Ace Pro. And this guy went from 24 minutes and 24 seconds with screens on. Remember, this guy ran screens on the whole time. And now it went up to 31 minutes and 57 seconds. Again, look, this is like if you're in the Sahara Desert, which camera should you grab? Like you live in Dubai? Do you live in Dubai? If you live in Dubai, grab one of these 2 cameras. Otherwise, like you're probably good with any of these 4 cameras. You know what I think we should do? I think we should take these 4 cameras out for like an image quality test. Like I'll film a bunch of different scenarios. We will do low light. I'll film a bunch of different scenarios with these 4, and then you tell me which one you like better. Wow, these are all very wet. They're all soaking wet. Where's a towel? Holy cow. Okay, your questions, comments down below. Throw them down there. I'll get to most of them. I was shocked. Are you shocked? Like, were you shocked by those results? I was. Also, they all came out of the freezer. These 3 were fine. That guy didn't really work. These 3, totally fine in the freezer. I'll see you soon. I hope GoPro doesn't get mad at me for making this video because they already didn't send one to me for pre-launch this year, so can't imagine I'm making them too happy by doing this test. Thumb screws. So silly. They really did a good job on the magnet. Good magnet GoPro.